am welcoming you all once again to this channel. Let's go and make one heterostructure today. So to make the heterostructure, here I have taken the MoS₂-CIF and the WS₂-CIF. So first I am going to open these CIF files using our VESTA software. So here you can see that this is our MoS₂-CIF and this is our WS₂-CIF. And first I will save the postcard file of both of the CIF. So let's save this and also do the same thing for WS₂. So done. Okay, now let's open any of the file. So here I am opening the MoS₂-WS₂. You can see that this structure having a lattice parameter of 3.192 angstrom and the alpha beta is equal to 90 degree, that is alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree here, and the gamma value for this is 120 degree. And here if I will see from different plane, you can see that we have two layer, that means this is a bilayer MoS₂, and we can also do the bond things here so that we can see the exact number of atoms that are present. So corresponding to each molybdenum atom, we have two sulfur atoms. So this is one molybdenum, and we have this S2, and this is S4, and this is MO2, and this is S1, and this is S3. But to create one heterostructure, what we want one layer to be MoS₂ and the other layer to be WS₂. So we have to delete any of the layers. So I would like to delete this upper layer. So to delete that upper layer, what we should do first, we will choose that which atom is present on the upper side. So this is our MO2, this is our S1, and this is our S3. So I will open our VAS file here. So the VAS file of MoS₂ I am opening here, and here, as we have discussed, that we will remove one MO and two S2 to make it a monolayer. And first we will delete this. So which one was that? So this was MO2. So MO2 I will delete. So this is the coordinate for the MO2, and let's delete that. Yeah, done. And then this was S1 and this was S3. Okay, so this was S1 and S3 is this one. Yeah, let's save this file, and I'm again going to open the same file using the VESTA to see whether we have one layer or not. So yeah, you can see that now we have only one layer of MoS₂. A similar way, I am going to open the WS₂-CIF file. So WS₂-WS file first. So this is the WS₂-WS file. Here also we have two such layer. Similar way, we can do this bond thing to see the exact number of atoms that are present connected to the W atom, and this is our W2. So in the similar way, what we will do, so as we have so here I am opening this WS₂-WS file. So here you see that we have this as the WS₂ file, and this is our MoS₂-WS file. So here we have this as 0.6, 0.3, and this kind of coordinates we have in the fractional unit, and here we have to delete accordingly. So which atoms we need to delete, that we need to check. So I would like to preserve those atoms so that our both of our VAS file will look like same kind of fractional unit it should have. So I would like to delete the WS1 atom. So this WS1 atom is like this one. So this is the W1 atom, and this is the S4. So we will delete this W1 and then S2 and then S4. So here I am coming. First edit this 2 to 1, then S2 4 to 2, then we will delete this W1. So this one W1, then S2, so this is the S2, and this is the S4. Okay, let's check. Yeah, so now you can see that both of the files that we have saved after the editing are in the same kind of fractional unit format. So now I am going to open this file as well in our VESTA software. So here again I am opening this WS2, open, and now you can see that this WS2 is also having the lattice parameter of 3.184, and this is also hexagonal type, and this is what the layer that we have saved now. So now we have both of our MoS2 layer and WS2 layer, and both of these are mono layer only. Now what we will do next, here in the MoS2 we will over this MoS2 we would like to create the WS2 layer, for which I am going to this edit. Here in the edit data fetch, import another file, that is this WS2 VAS file I am opening, and as both of these layers are apart, like one layer is at the downside and one layer is the above side, I don't want to give any value for the Z coordinate here. Simply click on the apply. Now you can see the changes, like both of the layer, they are now at different position. Okay, so now this part is done. So we are done with the layer merging. Now what we will do, let's go to edit. First delete these extra atoms, these are very, yes, similarly for the other layer, do this, apply. Okay, so this part is done. Now we will go to transform our unit cell. So here I am transforming this MoS2 layer and giving this value as 3 and 3 in A and B axis, and yes, okay, apply. So one layer is now elongated. Similar way we will do the elongation thrice along A and B direction for the other one. So okay, yes, search atoms, okay, apply, okay. So now you can see that this is how our like our heterostructure for this MoS2 and WS2 looks like. And now simply what we will do, we will go to export this file as the name hetero, any name of your choice you can give, save, and again the same thing we will do, output coordinates of all displayed atoms, and we can save it to Cartesian coordinates. Okay, so now let's open that file, hetero VAS file. So here you see that we have our heterostructure of this MoS2 and WS2, which looks like this, and you can also delete this bonds. Okay, done. So now this is the heterostructure for the MoS2 and WS2, and why, and you may ask that why we are not going to change the w, the y axis layer, sorry, the z axis layer to provide any vacuum. So that you can also provide, but here no merging or anything is happening. And you can also see that how much is the layer distance. So this is 3.265 between this s and s. And if you want further vacuum, so what you can do, so you can go and open this hetero. As we have already saved this in the Cartesian format, you can simply add the vacuum, like how much amount you want you can add. So here simply I am going to add suppose this is already 13, so I am going to simply make it to 20. Okay, that's it. Or you can even do 23 after adding 10 angstrom. And here you can see we have 9 MO and 36 S and 9 W atom. That means what? So when we create that heterostructure, like that, first we did the elongation and all. So during this elongation we created 3 cross 3 cell. That means in the initial cell we were having only one MO atom. So 3 cross 3 is 9, that's why 9 MO is here, and similar way 9 W is here. And also we were having 4 S together, like so 2 from MO and 2 from W. So 4 into 9 is 36. So this way you can see. And as we don't have to be bother about the boundary things over here, like the periodicity and anything, because this is a kind of hexagonal structure and all these atoms are lying inside this box. So no need to bother about the boundary or any kind of periodicity thing over here. So it will be automatically maintained. And here and in this way you can also let me save this also, as we have given the vacuum here. So I am going to open the newly saved file. Let's open the hetero-WS file again, and you may see some vacuum. Here is the vacuum. So this way you can add vacuum if it is required for your calculation or anything. So this way you can make any kind of heterostructure. You can simply take any kind of CIF or cube or VAS file, then try to create your own heterostructure. And I think this will be helpful for you if you are working on this kind of complex structure or kind of heterostructure thing. So yeah, this much for today's session, and thank you all, and bye bye.